Sri V. Muralidharan.
Sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleagues, Sri Santosh Kumar Gangwar and Sri Nityanand Rai, I lay on the table of the House the papers listed against their names from serial numbers 1 to 4 respectively in today's revised list of business.
Reports of the Department Read Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry, Dr. K. Keshav Rao, Sri K. C. Ram Murthy, Dr. Ami Agnik.
I rise to present the 300, 301st, 302nd and 303rd reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry, both in Hindi and English, as listed against my name.
Over, Ramurthy. Over. Right. Report of the Department Read Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Sri Jairam Ramesh.
Sir, with your permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House the 340th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Environment, Forests, Climate Change, Science and Technology on the DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill 2019.
Reports of the Department Read Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. Sri T.G. Venkatesh. You have to win your seat, please.
Respected Chairman Sir, I rise to present the following report, both in Hindi and English, of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. 280th report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation observation of the committee contained its 270th report on development of tourism in Jammu and Kashmir. 281st report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation observation of the committee contained in its 276th report on demands for grants of Ministry of Civil Aviation 2020-21. 282nd report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation observation of the committee contained in 277th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Culture. 283rd report on the action taken by the government on the recommendations, observations of the committee contained in its 279th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Shipping. 284th report on the action taken by the government on recommendations, observations of the committee contained in its 275th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Tourism. 285th report on the action taken by the government on the recommendations, observations of the committee contained in its 278th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and 286th report on the action taken by the government on recommendations, observations of the committee contained its 269th report on cargo handling at the major ports. Thank you.
You came rushing to the house or? Aram se. Reports of the Department Read Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance. Sri Raju Chandrasekhar. You have to say, Rajuji, you have to say from lobbies, number 1. Gallery 1.
Yes, sir, from lobby, sir.
Gallery 1, please.
Yes, yes, sir, from gallery, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I rise to lay a copy each of the 13 reports, Hindi and English versions of the Standing Committee on Finance as mentioned against my name in today's list of business. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Reports of the Department Read Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour. Sri M. Shanmugam.
The following reports of the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour, 10th report, 11th report, 12th report, 13th report, 14th report and 15th report. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Honorable members, you are all aware there is a restriction on the usage of cellular phones within the Rajya Sabha chambers, which is notified in the Parliamentary Bulletin Part 2, issued prior to the commencement of the sittings of the session. It has been observed that some members are using their mobile phones to record the proceedings of the House while sitting in the chamber. Such conduct is against parliamentary etiquette and is not expected from the honorable members. Members should desist from such unwarranted activities inside the chamber. Such unauthorized recording of the proceedings of House and its circulation in the social media may lead to breach of privilege and contempt of the House. Even the sections of the media who have now started using some of it, they have been advised, please not to do it because that is not authorized, and then you will be liable for the consequences thereon. Keeping that in mind, I hope everybody will follow the rules. After all, this is a house and we must maintain the decorum. Members are there. If the members are fair, everything will be fine. Members are, yeah, that's what I am saying. No, please, I have not allowed the discussion. It not go on record. Members has to be fair to the rules of the House. Members are there. Don't make comments without any this thing and notice or anything, but also, that is for you. This is not the time, sir. Members are therefore advised to be careful in this regard. I only hope that everybody will follow the rules and regulations. Then, Minister for Parliament Affairs.
Sir, since we have to discuss the motion of thanks on President address, and I had discussion with Honorable LOP, and now consensus is arrived that more time should be given to the discussion on President motion. And if kindly Chair can agree, we have arrived with a consensus after speaking to the leader of opposition and arrived at a consensus with the other leaders. We can allot more time with your permission for this particular motion, and for that today question hour may be suspended and tomorrow question hour and 0 hour may be suspended, and we can take it for 15 hours so that all the parties can also participate in the discussion, and also we can Friday, as already agreed in the BAC, Friday we can dispense with the private member business also, sir. If kindly Chair can agree.
I think everybody is in agreement. Withdraw the opposition.
अपोजिशन पार्टीज़ तकरीबन 18 से 19 पार्टीज़ की मीटिंग हुई थी और हम चाहते थे, हमने गवर्नमेंट से निवेदन किया था कि राष्ट्रपति जी के मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स से पहले किसानों की एजिटेशन पे चर्चा हो, लेकिन सरकार की तरफ से ये बताया गया, और जिसे हम समझते हैं कि शायद पहले भी नहीं हुआ है ऐसा, कि राष्ट्रपति के मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स से पहले कोई बिजनेस नहीं लिया जाता। इसलिए हम सब लोग जितने विपक्ष के लोग हैं 18-19 पार्टियां मिलके हमने तय किया कि अगर मोशन ऑफ थैंक्स से पहले डिस्कशन किसानों का नहीं होता है तो जो डिस्कशन उस दिन होना चाहिए था किसानों के लिए ही, वो हम राष्ट्रपति जी के अभिभाषण में उसकी चर्चा करेंगे 5 घंटे। तो वो 5 घंटे जो किसानों की चर्चा करनी थी अलग से बिल्कुल स्टैंड अलोन, वो हम चर्चा करेंगे माननीय राष्ट्रपति के अभिभाषण में, और वो 5 घंटे वहाँ बढ़ाए जाएं 15 घंटे। और सरकार का मैं धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि उन्होंने हम सब की मांगी, और आपसे निवेदन करते हैं कि आप इसको अनुमति दे दें।
Agreed. We will have discussion on President's address straight now, and then allot, as suggested, 15 hours.
First, I think what Honorable Parliamentary Affairs said, today after question hour, because for today some
not after
0 hour.
After 0 hour.
Sir, after 0 hour, sir.
So we will go by that, and accordingly I instruct the Secretariat to reallocate time as per the present arrangement of 14.5 hours होगा, आधा घंटा इसमें गए तो. So इस हिसाब से समय को बांटना पड़ेगा, सब सदस्यों को अवगत कराना पड़ेगा. Normally this is not done, suspension of 0 hour or question hour, but at times it was done earlier also. And now that there is a specific request and there is a broad agreement in the House, I am willing to go by that. Right. Huh? No, sir. Agreement. Parties should discuss it among themselves and then come to conclusion. Right. It's over now. Right. Good. Right. Sri, please, Karge ji, we are not discussing. Once the decision is taken, Sri 0 hour, Sri Ayodhya Ramireddy, please, Karge ji, we are not discussing. Once the decision is taken, Sri 0 hour, Sri Ayodhya Ramireddy, please.
Namaskar, sir. The problems that the infrastructure sector is being faced.
Please, silence.
We would request the government to intervene and see how these issues can be addressed. There is a huge problem now around the infrastructure companies because of the cost overruns, time overruns that have gone through, and the delays in execution of the projects. Most of the companies are built over years. Hundreds of years companies are now crumbled. There is a huge problem that's going on around this industry. This has to really support the nation building and is part of Atmanirbhar plan. Until and unless the government come forward and with some specific deliverables, it is going to be very difficult. I would request the chairman, sir, to kindly, through you, the government should really take up necessary requirements to support this industry.
Thank you. The issue can be discussed elaborately during the budget discussion because that's connected with that. You have raised it, okay. Sri Tiruchi Siva and Dr. M.B. Tamidorai to associate. So you have to share the time.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, on 19th of January, 4 fishermen of Tamil Nadu were reported missing. And later, after 4 days, on 23rd January, it was reported by the Sri Lankan Navy that their bodies were found in the Box Straits, sir. Sir, and the contention of the Sri Lankan Navy was that the fishermen's boat rammed into their vessel and so it happened, and it was not actually so. They have been brutally attacked and killed, and their catches have been taken away by the Sri Lankan Navy. This is as the first ever incident, sir. Sir, in the House itself, we have raised it now and then again, and the fishermen in Tamil Nadu are compelled to quit their profession because of the harassment of the Sri Lankan Navy. And thanks to the intervention of the External Affairs Minister, Mr. Jaishankar, the High Commissioner has condemned it. But sir, that is not enough because this has been happening for years together, and our government and the External Affairs Ministry has taken note of it, but nothing has happened. Sir, every day when the fishermen goes out, their families are waiting whether they would return with their catch or their bodies would come back. Sir, the total fishermen community in Tamil Nadu are not living in peace. Sir, a strong condemnation or a quick and firm response from our government. And the Prime Minister should condemn, as our leader has requested, this thing. And this should not happen again, sir.
Right.
Sir, I think you will take this issue very serious and give hope and confidence to the fishermen that nothing would happen while they go out for fishing.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Sri Tamidorai from Lok Sabha.
Lok Sabha, sir. I am the Lok Sabha. I am speaking.
Sir, you were in Lok Sabha only, you came here to Rajya Sabha, but I have sent you back to Lok Sabha for the timing. Please.
You even sent permanently, I am ready to sit here. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Chairman, sir. As our Siva said, also I am also joining that, condemning the Sri Lankan Navy attacking our fishermen, Tamil Nadu fishermen. Not only 4 people died now. 245 fishermen of Tamil Nadu fishermen till now killed by the Sri Lankan Navy, sir. This is a very grave situation taking place in that area. Sri Lanka, they are arresting, then we are also taking to bring back. But killing the fishermen, Tamil Nadu fishermen by Sri Lanka Navy is a condemnable thing. They killed 235 fishermen till now killed by the Sri Lankan Navy. Now also the incident took place on 18th January, the 4% killed by the Sri Lankan Navy who gone from the Pudukkottai district.
Thank you.
And also, sir, I want to tell you, sir, because in this regard, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Edappadi Palaniswamy, has written letter to the Honorable Prime Minister to take necessary action, requesting take necessary action on the Sri Lankan authorities. Sir, on behalf of ADMK party and also Tamil Nadu government and Tamil Nadu fishermen, I condemn the Sri Lankan Navy doing this kind of atrocities and killing our fishermen. This is our relationship will go between Sri Lanka will be first.
Thank you, Dambidharaji.
Therefore, I request the external minister take necessary action to see that our Prime Minister has condemned this kind of activities and net activities.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jaishankarji, you want to say anything? Please, whoever want to associate, they can send their names. This is an issue going on for long. And therefore, it's not that nothing has been done. Successive governments have been doing their best. But the problem must be resolved once for all. That is the suggestion of the honorable members, and I hope the minister will take note of it.
So we have taken it up with the strongest terms with the Sri Lankan government, and this particular incident, I think, was particularly unacceptable, and that has been made very, very clear to them.
Dr. Sasmit Patra, Oriya.
मान्यवर अध्यक्ष महोदय मते ओडिया रे कहिया पे सुजोग देइथवारु अनेक अनेक धन्यवाद। महिला सशक्तिकरण पाई जेते आमे कार्य करथाव महोदय बहुत कम थाए। मान्यवर तीनिटी स्पष्ट विषय मु आपनका माध्यम रे सरकार के पाखे रखिया पे चाहूची एवं दुईटी प्रस्ताव को आपन पाखे रखिया पे चाहूची जहा कि महिला सशक्तिकरण पाई अत्यंत जुगांतकारी कार्यक्रम हेई पारिबो। प्रथमतः सामाजिक एवं अर्थनैतिक सशक्तिकरण पाई महिला मानकर जेते आपण चिंता करिवे एक योजना आनिवा दरकार अछि एवं तार की विषय वस्तु रही सेटा मु चुंबक रे कहिबी। ओडिसा रे मिशन शक्ति नामक एक योजना अछि, एक विप्लव अछि जोतरे कि 80 लाख महिला से सशक्त होचंती। ए प्रकार योजना रे निजर जीवन जीविका से माने परिवर्तित करि पारिचंती। मु आशा करूची केंद्र सरकार जो प्रकार भाव रे नेशनल मैटर्निटी स्कीम को ओडिसा रो ममता योजनार मॉडल को देखिक कार्यकारी करैचंती सही प्रकार भाव रे मिशन शक्ति रे महिला सशक्तिकरण जो प्रकार भाव रे वुमेन सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स महिला गोष्ठी मानक द्वारा स्वयं सहायक गोष्ठी मानक द्वारा करा जाउची सही प्रकार कार्यक्रम ग्रहण करंतु। द्वितीय विषयटी महोदय मु कहि कि शेष करिवि राजनैतिक सशक्तिकरण रो भी मध्य यथेष्ट आवश्यकता रही आम देश रे। मोर नेता माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नवीन पट्टनायक जो प्रकार भाव रे महिला सशक्तिकरण पाई महिला संरक्षण बिल पे बारंबार कहि आछंती महोदय मु आशा करूची जो प्रकार भाव रे केंद्र सरकार टूलटाल नीति अवलंबन करुचंती महिला संरक्षण बिल को तुरंत पारित करिवार आवश्यकता रही। विगत दिन में माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नवीन पट्टनायक निज दल तरफ लोकसभा पे 1/3 सीट से महिला मान संरक्षित करते। मु आशा करुची दुईटी जाक प्रस्ताव एक मिशन शक्ति को एक राष्ट्रीय कार्यक्रम में परिणत करी महिला सशक्तिकरण करा जाई परिबो। सामाजिक एवं अर्थनैतिक दृष्टि एवं राजनैतिक सशक्तिकरण पाई वुमेन जो आप रिजर्वेशन बिल अच्छी सेटा को तुरंत पारित करने मु आपन माध्यम रे अनुरोध।
धन्यवाद। तुम्हारा भाषा ते खुले सुंदर कहिले। धन्यवाद। I feel happy whenever members speak in any one of the Indian languages which have been there in the scheduled list, and that trend should be encouraged further. Sri GVL Narasimha Rao.
Gallery, sir.
Oh, please.
Thank you, Chairman, sir, for this opportunity. I'd like to draw the attention of this House and the country to a spate of attacks on Hindu temples in the state of Andhra Pradesh. More than 140 such incidents, either attacks or some kind of activities which cause grievous harm to the sacred nature of the worship places of worship. One such incident that happened recently which shocked the entire country was in Ramatirtham, where the idol of Sri Bhagwan Ram was actually severed. It was beheaded, and this temple is considered to be Uttarandhra's Ayodhya. This is a temple which is 400 years old, and several such incidents have happened. One such incident was the burning of the chariot, a 70-year-old chariot in Antarvedi temple. Similarly, in the Bitragunta in Nellore district also a similar incident of burning of the chariot happened. The state government had not acted in time for the last year and a half. As a result, several such incidents have happened. So even recently, when the state government swung into action after a massive uproar, they have actually blamed it on some political individuals for posting social media posts against these incidents rather than catching the culprits involved in such acts of sacrilege. So this is something that has deeply hurt not only Hindus in Andhra Pradesh, all over the country, and also dharmacharyas. I think rather than take it as a political episode, it is incumbent upon the state administration to identify the real culprits and punish them in a manner that this really sends a strong message. I appeal to the MHA to get into action and ask the state government for a reward.
Thank you. Dr. Fauzia Khan. Dr. Fauzia Khan.
Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha.
Lok Sabha, please, बोलिए.
Chairman sir, bureaucrats or civil servants play a major role in public administration. They are required by the elected governments to implement their policies and to keep a check on their effective working. It is often observed, Chairman sir, that these bureaucrats are subjected to enormous workload, and at times they are made in charge of multiple portfolios. It is said in Urdu, "Mar na jaye thakan se tu sahab, sar pe maazi uthaye phirte hain." The situation is something like this. This impacts the overall functioning of the government. Indian bureaucracy needs to be expanded and revamped to enable growth, and development. Considering this, there is a need to expand the number of seats and recruiting more officers through the UPSC, including civil services and grade A. Along with this, the expansion, there should be mechanisms set up to bring in more accountability and transparency. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Ma. Sri Rajamani Patel. Where are you, Rajamani ji? Not there? Right. Rajamani ji, you are in the lobby. I'm going to the other. Subhash Chandra Bose. Is he Lok Sabha? Yes, Subhash Chandra Bose. We have a member, Subhash Chandra Bose. Vice please, Lok Sabha, Mr. P. Subhash Chandra Bose. Little louder, Subhash Chandra Bose ji. You can sit down and then speak because mic is not catching up.
Sir, handloom sector provides employment for nearly 2 crore people, and it is the second largest sector in the employment generation. Stands only next to the agriculture in our country, including my home state of Andhra Pradesh, sir. There are nearly 40 lakhs handlooms existing in our country. Handloom Act was passed in the year 1985 for protecting handloom weavers. Initially, 22 items were reserved for production, and later it has been reduced to hardly 11 items like saris, dhotis, towels, etc. I deeply regret to bring to your notice that power looms violated and producing items of handlooms reserved, and hence handloom weaving community is facing severe difficulty in their survival. Including that, GST gave a big blow as they had a taxing at 5%, and then automatically the production cost of handlooms is more than the power looms. Naturally, a consumer feels that the cost of handloom cloth is more expensive. Imposing GST is very ridiculous. I am very sorry to say that this is meaningless also. Sir, efforts to ensure adequate availability of yank yarn to handlooms. Yank yarn is main raw material for handlooms. For adequate availability of yank yarn to handlooms at reasonable prices, in the government have ordered imposing yank yarn's obligation on textile mills for producing 50% of their yarns intended for sale should be in the yank yarn form. Useful for handlooms, but this is the order is not strictly followed by mills, sir.
Twice again.
My waivers were: 1. Unaware about market trends, 54%. Lack of innovative designs, 76%. Looms were not upgraded, 70%. Required count of yarn not available in market, 20%. These are the problems faced by the handloom weavers, sir. In this present situation, keeping in view of these troubles faced by handloom weavers, our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy Garu had taken some valuable initiatives for the welfare of weavers, sir. Sir, out of which,
please,
finance, 1 minute, sir. Out of which, financial assistance 194.46 crores to 81,024 eligible weavers families at the rate of 24,000
please conclude.
Is given to handloom weavers, sir. Released 103 crores to APCO to clear the long-standing bills of previous TDP government of handloom weavers to cooperative society, sir. Released 107 crores to APCO.
Subhash Chandra Bose ji, you have to conclude.
Weaver society, sir. Sir, I am giving some suggestions, sir.
Thank you. Sri Rajamani Patel.
Sir, I am giving some suggestions, sir. For
No, you don't have time. You can send it to me.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, फसल बीमा योजना के संबंध में मैं ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। भारत सरकार के द्वारा 26 फरवरी 2016 को शुरू की गई प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा का उद्देश्य वित्तीय सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करना और फसल खराब होने के कारण किसानों के ऋणग्रस्तता के जोखिम को दूर करने के लिए चालू की गई थी। लेकिन अब तक योजना से जुड़े किसानों को बीमा राशि योजना के शर्तों के तहत तय नियमों के आधार पर राशि प्रदान नहीं की जा रही है। बीमा प्रीमियम भरने वाले अधिकतर किसानों को वर्ष 2017, 18, 19 और 19-20 की राशि अभी तक जारी नहीं की गई है। महीनों बैंकों के चक्कर काटने के बाद भी उचित बीमा राशि नहीं हो पाते बीमा कंपनियों द्वारा फर्जीवाड़ा किया जा रहा है। प्राकृतिक आपदाओं अथवा अन्य किसी भी कारण से क्षतिग्रस्त फसल के नुकसान का सर्वेक्षण न्याय संगत तरीके से नहीं किया जाता, जिससे उचित मुआवजा तय नहीं हो पाता, जिस कारण आज किसान अपने आप को ठगा महसूस कर रहा है। मैं माननीय मंत्री महोदय से अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि योजना से जुड़े कितने किसान लाभार्थियों का दावा मंजूर किया गया है, स्वीकार किया गया है, उसका कारण क्या है, इसकी जानकारी दी जानी चाहिए और फर्जीवाड़ी के को दंडित किया जाना चाहिए। प्रदेशवार विवरण क्या है तथा किसानों के साथ धोखाधड़ी करने वाले बीमा कंपनियों के खिलाफ तत्काल कार्रवाई की जाए और किसानों को न्याय प्रदान किया जाए।
राइट, थैंक यू राजामणि जी। श्री दिग्विजय सिंह जी, यू हैव ओनली 2 minutes प्लीज। हाँ,
धन्यवाद चेयरमैन साहब। सर, पिछले कुछ दिनों से राजनीतिज्ञों के खिलाफ, पत्रकारों के खिलाफ, सिविल सोसाइटी एक्टिविस्ट खिलाफ संगीन धाराओं में FIR दर्ज की जा रही है। शशि थरूर संसद सदस्य, राजदीप सरदेसाई, मृणाल पांडे, मनदीप पुनिया आदि पर ऐसे कई व्यक्ति हैं जिनके एक व्यक्ति के आवेदन पर सेडेशन, राजद्रोह का प्रकरण दर्ज किया गया है। माननीय चेयरमैन सर, ये अंग्रेजों के जमाने का कानून है जिससे महात्मा गांधी, शहीद भगत सिंह, अशफाकुल्ला
उनके साथ
अनेक
कंपेयर
लोगों
मत
के
करिए।
खिलाफ प्रकरण दर्ज किया गया था। एक ही तरह की शिकायत पर 3 राज्यों में विभिन्न थानाओं पर FIR दर्ज की गई है, जिसका कि मजमून, कंटेंट एक सा है। ये सुनियोजित षड्यंत्र है एक स्वतंत्र पत्रकारिता और स्वतंत्र आवाज को दबाने का। हम इसकी निंदा करते हैं। मैं आपके माध्यम से गृह मंत्री जी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि इस प्रकार के राष्ट्रों को वापस लिया जाए। स्वतंत्र पत्रकारिता लोकतंत्र।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। इट्स ओवर नाउ। दिग्विजय सिंह जी, the time is over. It is not going on record. I can't help it. So, motion of thanks on the President's address. Digvijay Singh ji, the time is over. It is not going on record. I can't help it. So, motion of thanks on the President's address. Motion of thanks on the President's address. Shri, please, तो रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जाएगा. Please, संजय सिंह, please, आप अपना सीट पे जाइए. Please, you are going to speak. You are going to speak on this. I will not allow this. I will not allow this. I have to name you, Sanjay. Please, go. Please, आप अपना सीट में जाइए. आपका मौका आएगा. बोलिए उस समय. हाउस को डिस्टर्ब करके आप नुकसान पहुंचाने के मारिए. वही किसान का ही होने वाले. Please, this is not going on record. This is not going on record. This is not going on record, not to be shown, not to be recorded. This is not the way one person disturbing the house and not allowing discussion to take place, including on farmers. Nay, Gupta ji, please go. Both of you go to your seats. Both of you go to your seats, please. Please, please. ये तो नहीं जाएगा. ये तो किसान का बहस हो रहे हैं, आप इसको विरोध कर रहे हैं. मैं क्या करूं? आप both of you please go to your seat. Please go to your seats. What is this? Ghulam Nabi ji. Please, Ghulam Nabi ji. Ajay ji, are we helpless?
And by what we have decided.
Please go to your seat. Please go to your seat. Otherwise, I have to name three of you. You are not doing anything good to the Kisans. You are hurting their interest by stopping the discussion. We are going to discuss President's address and also farmers' issues. You will not get chance. So I have to name you. Please don't test my patience. ये तानाशाही नहीं चलेगा. पूरा हाउस बहस करना चाहते हैं. आप तीन लोग आके इसको डिस्टर्ब करें. I have only two ways. Name them, send them out, or otherwise suspend, adjourn the house. No discussion is allowed. Everybody should go to their respective seats. Sit down. Honorable members, I am compelled to use Rule 255, withdrawal of member. The chairman may direct any member whose conduct is in his opinion grossly disorderly to withdraw immediately from the council, and any member so ordered to withdraw shall do so forthwith and shall absent himself during the remainder of the day's meeting. Sri Sanjay Singh, Sri Sushil Kumar Gupta, Sri N.D. Gupta. All of these three members are named as per the Rule 255. Please withdraw from the house. Please withdraw from the house. Please, 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 please go out of the house. They wanted discussion. When the discussion is going to begin, they obstruct the house. Let the entire country watch this. And this is the behavior of people who want to rule and who are ruling in certain parts of the country. This is not fair for anybody, for any party. I am not naming any party. The house is adjourned to meet at 9:40.
माननीय सभापति जी.
Please take your respective seats. Please. Three members have been named. So Sri Sanjay Singh ji, Sri Nand Gupta ji. What is this? Your hour is over. Please, this is not the way, please. All of you withdraw, three of you withdraw from the house, please. Otherwise, I have to send you out. आप बैठ जाइए बाजवा जी, आप बैठ जाइए प्लीज। आप बोलिए, जब आपको मौका मिलेगा तब बोलिए ना। Nothing shall go on record. Nothing shall go on record. I appeal to all the 3 members who have been named. Please leave the house. Don't create a situation where I have to call the marshals and send you out. That is a most unpleasant thing. Please, आप बैठ जाइए प्लीज। आप बैठ जाइए, आपका नेता ने बोला आप बैठ जाइए प्लीज। आप बैठ जाइए। राष्ट्रपति अभिभाषण में आप बोलिए। मैंने कहा ना, राष्ट्रपति अभिभाषण किसानों का समस्या का चर्चा जारी, और जिनको बोलना है वो बोले अनुमति लेके, और समय भी पर्याप्त दिया है। इसके बाद भी आप लोग ऐसा हंगामा करें तो कोई मतलब नहीं है, लोग इससे संतुष्ट नहीं होंगे। दिस इज नथिंग बट वन अपमैनशिप। आई एम सॉरी टू से दिस। प्लीज मार्शल्स, help them to leave the house. Help them to leave the house. Nothing should be shown. Nothing should be shown. Nothing should be reported. Please, please, कृपया हाउस छोड़ दीजिए। मर्यादा परंपरा को पालन करिए। बहस होने दीजिए, किसानों के बारे में बहस होने दीजिए। देशवासी सुनना चाहते, सदन में किसान के बारे में चर्चा हो और कुछ अच्छा सुझाव आए और सरकार और विपक्ष मिलकर कुछ समाधान हल निकले, ये देशवासियों की इच्छा है। कृपया आप लोग मदद करिए। आप लोग प्लीज कृपया मार्शल्स को मदद दीजिए अपना काम करने के लिए। आप अपना काम करके उन लोगों को मदद करिए प्लीज। मोशन ऑन थैंक्स ऑन दी प्रेसिडेंट्स एड्रेस, प्लीज। नाइक, आर यू अ सेपरेट पार्टी? देन प्लीज सिट डाउन। You talk to your leader, sir. You talk to your leader. No, I'm happy that you have not come to the well. Please be in your seat, and when you get an opportunity, please speak. Bajwaji, discussion starting about Kisans. Nothing else. To start with, it will be Kisan and then related issues which have been mentioned in the President's address. Please, Naik. आप जाइए, बैठ जाइए प्लीज बैठ जाइए। बार बार चेयरमैन को ये करना अच्छा। हो गया, अच्छा है, आपने अच्छा किया। आपने सदन का मर्यादा को पालन कर रहे और आपने अपना नेता को भी गौरव दिया, अच्छा है। जी ठीक। अब बैठ जाए, नहीं जाएगा ये रिकॉर्ड में नहीं जाएगा, No, Siva, please. No amendment. Amendments will come. I have to take up now. Give me some time to breathe. If members follow the rules and regulations, we will have congenial atmosphere to discuss. Once the President's address discussion starts, we will also have the amendment moved by नहीं, उनको बताना पड़ेगा, यहाँ वहाँ भी नारा नहीं देना। बिगिनिंग है शुरू इसी से, शुरू से अभी नहीं करना, अभी तो गूगल से मूव करेंगे। अब उनका नाम लेके बोलिए और वो भाषण होना है ना, उनका भाषण होगा, फिर सेकेंडर का भाषण होगा, फिर उसके बाद ये पद्धति। दिस इज द सिस्टम, मिस्टर शिवा। द मूवर of the motion, he will move and speak. Then the person who seconds this, he will speak. Then the House will take up amendments given by different members one by one, and then we will go to discussion. So, the Sri Bhuvanesh Kalita to move that an address to be presented to the President in the following times. Huh? I think that is a seat allotted to him. ठीक है,
from the chamber, sir.
Papers to be laid on the table. Sri V. Muralidharan.
Sir, with your permission, on behalf of my colleagues, Shri Santosh Kumar Gangwar and Shri Nityanand Rai, I lay on the table of the House the papers listed against their names from serial numbers 1 to 4 respectively in today's revised list of business.
Reports of the Department Led Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry, Dr. K. Keshav Rao, Sri K. C. Ramamurthy, Dr. Ami Agnik.
I rise to present the 300th, 301st, 302nd and 303rd reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Industry, both in Hindi and English, as listed against my name.
Over, Ramamurthy. Over. Right. Report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Sri Jairam Ramesh.
Sir, with your permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House the 340th report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Environment, Forests, Climate Change, Science and Technology on the DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill 2019.
Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. Sri T.G. Venkatesh. You have to be in your seat, please.
Respected Chairman, sir, I rise to present the following report, both in Hindi and English, of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture. 280th report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation, observation of the committee, contained its 270th report on development of tourism in Jammu and Kashmir. 281st report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation, observation of the committee, contained in its 276th report on demands for grants of Ministry of Civil Aviation 2020-21. 282nd report on the action taken by the government on the recommendation, observation of the committee, contained in 277th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Culture. 283rd report on the action taken by the government on the recommendations, observations of the committee, contained in its 279th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Shipping. 284th report on the action taken by the government on recommendations, observations of the committee, contained in its 275th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Tourism. 285th report on the action taken by the government on the recommendations, observations of the committee, contained in its 278th report on demands for grants 2020-21 of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, and 286th report on the action taken by the government.
Number 1. Gallery 1.
Yes, sir, from lobby, sir.
Gallery 1, please.
Yes, sir, from gallery, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I rise to lay a copy each of the 13 reports, Hindi and English versions, of the Standing Committee on Finance as mentioned against my name in today's list of business. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour. Sri M. Shanmugam.
Lay on the table a copy of the English and West Hindi, the following reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Labour, 10th report, 11th report, 12th report, 13th report, 14th report and 15th report. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Honorable members, you are all aware there is a restriction on the usage of cellular phones within the Rajya Sabha chambers, which is notified in the Parliamentary Bulletin Part 2, issued prior to the commencement of the sittings of a session. It has been observed that some members